And I'm back with more Tales of Arise. We're finally going to walk into the Forbidden Zone. We don't know what's gonna happen when we get there, but we've got our stomachs full of Mabo curry, so our CP should at least heal up in between battles. So let's see what the fuck's going on down here.
Damn it. Lenegis soldiers.
Ouch.
Any way we can avoid fighting them?
That all depends on them. Whatever happens, be ready.
Well, so much for them not wanting to fight.
Ho! I am Lord Dohalim of Helda Menencia.
That didn't...
The rest of the city must be erased.
No. Have they been brainwashed too?
Brainwashed or not, if they want to fight, they got one.
Burn in hell!
It's almost too strong.
Then I'll split it open.
Be my guest.
Make it rain!
It's over! Astral energy! Full throttle! Purge malevolence! That's my cue!
Shut him down.
Going in! Air
In a bind.
Very well! Astral energy! Full throttle! Dance in the wind!
Those soldiers seem different from the citizens we've come across so far.
Yeah, they weren't big talkers, that's for sure. They just attacked without warning.
They weren't in the least bit fazed by Dohalim's presence either.
Indeed. They seem to recognize us as enemies, nothing more. And yet, traditionally, Lenegis hasn't been high on threats. A few frenzied Zeugles during experiments here and there, but not much else.
Their glazed-over eyes reminded me of the soldiers and slaves we met back in Ganath Harros. The ones in blind devotion to Volron.
I've never seen anything like that here on Lenegis before.
Maybe someone doesn't want us here, and the soldiers are their
I mean,
way of
it is
letting
called
us
the
know.
Forbidden Zone for a
The
reason.
Red Woman, the Sovereign, and Volron. We're starting to develop quite the growing list of adversaries. At least we'll know to keep our wits about us.
Stuff, yay. Level 41, so. Hi, we're gonna kill you.
Get lost! A chain between heaven and earth.
Burn in hell!
A wailing Gantia of lightning! Ready!
Far enough!
Confiscated! These ones can run rings around us. I'll heal you all!
Going in!
Lightning slash!
Raging healing circle!
I owe you one.
Piercing!
Light astral energy! Power of flight! Finish without a
Shattering the pieces! Attack
Too
time!
fast. Stand back. I'll trip it up.
I can carve through armor!
Demon Fang!
Sleep now. One more! You're moving this way! Hurricane explode! Steel force! Sight forward, go!
You picked the wrong fight!
Raging taking! Piercing power!
Here! Finish this!
Not now!
You require a hand.
Aqueous impact! Here I go! And again! Here, let me help struggle! First aid! Winds of heaven! Eat dirt! Here I go! Got you! More for the
Finish it!
Ringwell! Frozen!
Hammer!
Dance in the wind! You're open! And again! I'll be sick!
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
Can I... I will.
Get lost!
I will skip said fight.
I never miss!
Ready and raring!
By the pain!
I'll smash you!
nature consume me.
Ignite!
How about this? Pain between heaven and earth. Here I go. Help for this.
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah! And forward to me!
Not in your dreams. It's over. Here I go. This one's mine.
Can't get out of this!
Shield. By the power of blazing cascade.
Look sharp.
I can carve through armor!
A chain between heaven and earth. Explosion. Glacial power. Go. You're mine. How's this? You're
Burn in hell! Pain.
Here I go. Doubling.
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis. Pathetic. One more.
I feel sprightlier than before.
Okay. Ooh. Damn it. Now I want it. Now I want food.
Seriously?
No
Is
further.
this a joke?
Where are you going? Purge malevolence.
Denied.
Dig waterfall.
Rising Wyvern!
They really don't give up, do they? You've got spirit. Where's impact? This one's mine.
Forward blade! It's on! Infernal
Here's
turret!
a healing art. Crescent.
Anything in armor is all mine!
This one's mine.
Now you see what I can do! Take this!
Double demon fang!
I'm only getting started. Air thrust. A chain between heaven and earth. Destroy. A whirling impact.
Double demon fang! Finish
This
it!
one's mine. Astral energy. Full throttle. Take lightning. Raging cascade.
Dragon
Make it clear, Alvin. Astral energy.
Say no more!
I feel the power flowing through me.
You'll be able to help even more people now.
Yeah, I guess I will.
Those soldiers don't seem to have any qualms about attacking on sight.
Is someone making...
Like this should be easy.
Really?
The flame inside me yearns to be let time to cross blade!
Healing circle. A wailing energy of lightning.
Demon fang!
Divine denied. One more.
Appreciate the help.
This one's mine. A wailing struggle.
Look sharp.
You require a help.
Winds of heaven. Here I go.
Can't get out of this!
Demon fang! Double
Here.
demon fang!
Here. Take it.
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Raging
Sonic
cascade.
Try this!
Too much to handle. A chain between heaven and earth. I was the wailing banshee of lightning. Healing circle. Magic air thrust. A weird impact. Far beyond the darkest sky. By the power of lightning.
Rising Phoenix!
Piercing roar.
Take this!
In here. This one's mine.
Blew
Where
away!
that came from.
Eternal
A weird
devastation!
impact field. More for the Zephyr Trident. Explode. A weird impact. Steel.
This one's mine!
Lion Power. Purge. Blah, blah, blah. I'm only getting steel. Lion Power. I'll be saving this one.
Crush!
Here goes.
Double
More
demon
where that
fang!
came from.
Time to let it rip! Sharply slash!
Here, let me help. A whirling hurricane foot. I'll stop its charge. Thanks, Kisara. Look sharp.
Radiant fang!
Hurricane here. There.
Coming through!
Here, we'll get rid of it here.
Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Sighted. And again. Now. Astral energy.
Say no more!
Get wrecked.
A hard-won victory.
Oh, gimme.
Is this a joke?
Zephyr Trident.
Will this help? On guard.
In a bind?
It's like trying to keep up with a wolf.
For pieces.
picked the wrong fight.
Aw, too shy to come over. Here, let me help.
Here I come.
Make it rain. Alvin, astral energy.
Say no more.
I'll heal between heaven and earth.
Swallow blade.
Healing circle.
Infernal turret.
And again. I'm only getting started. Take it.
Win.
And again.
Denied!
Prepare to be
Raging
sealed.
cascade.
The flame inside me yearns to be
Air
let free.
thrust. Here I go. Go.
You picked the wrong fight.
Here, Jess. Now. How's this? I'm only getting started.
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
Uh-huh. Well, this is nice. So much of this stuff! Oh. I kind of want that. I kind of want that. Lavender. Boop. Sage. Boop. Alright. Yeah, makes sense. Kisara would have the highest HP. Between her and Alphen, pretty much, so, yeah. Besides, Kisara is more likely to survive said shots. So it makes sense for her to have the most tank.
Out of my way!
Now you'll learn.
Now you see what I can do!
Eat dirt. Play so high. A whirling struggle. I never miss. Win. You won't bow the night. Then you leave me no choice. Air thrust. Between heaven and earth. Healing circle. Fire support. Need to pull myself together. The chain between heaven and earth.
The flame inside me yearns to be let free.
Here goes!
This
Explosion!
one's mine.
Piercing
Not in your dreams!
far enough!
No further. Double demon fang.
Hurricane strike! I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare demolisher!
The flame there!
Anything in armor is make it right!
Goodbye.
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes!
Goodbye. Bunch of suckers.
Everyone still in one piece?
Yep. Yeah,
I
we're
barely worked
we're
up a
good.
sweat.
Oh, hello. We're gonna kill you.
Way. Rain down and pure gold!
My shield flame inside me yearns to be let free. Take down their defenses. I see what
A whirling struggle. Explosion! Here, let me help. First aid!
God, he just loses so much HP in a fucking hurry. Get rid, bitches!
I can carve through fire in the hole. You picked the wrong fight.
One more! Alvin, astral energy!
Say no more.
Goodbye.
I need to be stronger.
What's this? It's money! I like money! All right.
This must be it. The entrance to the Forbidden Zone.
But it's just a wall. How do we get through?
Whoa, we? I thought this was sovereigns only.
Alphen.
Let's get to going.
Yes! It opened!
Interesting. If Alphen's presence still opens the way, it would seem the Sovereign of 3 centuries ago and now are considered one and the same.
What the hell?
What?
What the?
Alphen.
You again.
Tomorrow's the spirit channeling ceremony. We'll finally play our parts as the Sovereign and Maiden. How have you been feeling?
What am I sovereign of? Shuffled from lab to lab, always treated like an experiment. Whenever they look at me, all they see is a Danon. I don't even know what their precious ceremony's for, let alone what they're going to force me to do as the Sovereign. Tell me, if we're both in the same boat, why do you seem so calm right now?
No choice. Becoming the Maiden's not something I wanted for myself. But they said Rena's prosperity depended on it. How could I say no after that?
Still, as a Renan, at least you got to decide. Good for you. Meanwhile, I was taken from my homeland. You aren't the captive one here.
It isn't right what they did to you, and I'm sorry for what it's worth. When this is over, I swear I'll help you get home. I can't do this alone. One more day.
How could I say no to that? It's not like I have any choice in the matter anyway. So, what's your name?
It's Naori. Naori Imaris. Try to remember this time.
You don't act like them. Like the other Renans, I mean. How come you treat me like a person?
Because you are. It's true we come from different worlds. But neither one of us asked to be here right now. In that sense, you and I are much the same. We couldn't do this. We wouldn't be able to talk to each other as people if we didn't see the humanity in each other. So I suppose the question you should be asking is, why wouldn't I treat you like one?
You're not like the others.
Maybe they're not like me.
Here's what we'll do. We give them their damn ceremony. You get me to Dana. That'll be the end of it. I'm taking you at your word on this. I'm trusting you, not them. Naori.
What the hell just happened?
That vision. Did everyone else see it too?
That person Alphen was speaking to, she looked exactly like Shion.
It was Naori. Naori Imaris. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's right.
She really does look like Shion. I'm beginning to see why Alphen was so confused.
That's all very well and fine, but what did we just witness exactly? It was too real to be a mere hallucination.
It was a conversation we had 300 years ago. The night before the ceremony.
You mean all of that really happened? We just saw an episode straight out of your past?
But how is that even possible? Unless... Could this be the Red Woman's handiwork too?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
You guys didn't feel it? The moment the entrance opened, it was like a stream of Danon astral energy rushing over us.
I felt it too. And not for the first time either. It was the same sensation as back inside the wedge.
That would make sense. After all, vast amounts of Dana's astral energy were being siphoned and sent up here to Lenegis. For all we know, perhaps we're close to the spot where all that energy was stored.
So you think it might have been the energy itself that was responsible for that vision we just saw? But how? And why?
We have no way of knowing. Maybe it's not even as deliberate as all that.
Shion, you okay?
Yeah, it was all just a little sudden. That's all. So that was my ancestor, huh? It was like looking into a mirror.
Yeah, there certainly is a resemblance.
What about you? How are you holding up?
Me?
Even putting aside the question of where that vision came from, it's likely we'll see more of those. Reliving painful episodes from your past. Do you think you can handle it?
I can't just pretend like the past never happened. Besides, if it helps us uncover the truth of what that ceremony really was, it might also lead to answers about your thorns.
Alphen.
That's not all. This whole time, we've been fighting to free Dana from the Renans. But now that we're here, it seems those same Renans might have it just as bad. I'd like to liberate them too if I can. Which is just another reason I can't afford to shield my eyes from the truth.
Whether you're on Dana or somewhere else, you always stay the same. Your indignation and righteous passion, your desire to free and protect, they're all hardwired into you. Not that I'm complaining. Come on, let's bust this thing wide open.
Nobody's here.
Stay sharp. After that last illusion, there's no telling what could happen in here.
What the hell?
Faria, how did you get in here?
Wait, something about her isn't right.
What's wrong with her? She doesn't even seem to know where she is.
Yeah, you're right. She looks just like the soldiers we encountered outside.
What? Oh. Oh! Oh, this is fun. Just, here's an enemy. Alright.
A summoning?
But that's preposterous. She never had that kind of power when...
We can talk later.
Yeah, let's just stab.
What? I've never known Faria to control Zeugles like that before.
How about with a stone that looks suspiciously like a master cord?
What the? Where did she get her hands on that?
First we handle the Zeugles. Then we get some answers.
Go for the weak point! Here's a healing art! Between heaven and earth.
Soaring Light Spear!
A wailing lightning! I'm only getting in. Go! I'm only getting started.
To be less
Where are you going? Into the shadows! Supernova!
This one's mine! Eternal devastation!
Far enough! Take it! Dance in the wind! Here's a healing art! First aid! Winds of heaven! First force!
Ready and ready! Look sharp! I'll smash you! Rising Wyvern! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
This one's mine!
Here I go! Winds of heaven! Going in! Think again!
Take this!
This one is
Can't get out of this!
I can do it all day!
Rising Wyvern!
Not on my watch! One more! Here's a healing art! Celestial hammer! There! Ice I'm ready!
Rising Wyvern!
Where are you going?
Ready and ready!
Far enough! Now you see what I can do!
mouth.
Astral energy to going in. Out here.
Eat dirt!
It's over. I'll take it.
Here I come!
Lunar
Rondo! He's gonna attack!
Right, watch out. Raging a chain between two.
Shattering on pieces!
Banshee of lightning. Confiscated.
I'll smash you!
Hurricane
Take this!
Think again.
It's over!
I'll bring you all. This one's mine. They're all
Totally to alpha! Blow away!
Where are you going?
This one's all mine! Burn!
Look sharp!
I'll heal you
Hold
all.
nothing back! Double demon fang!
Look sharp!
Healing circle.
Far enough!
Blah, blah, blah.
Need to pull myself back.
Double demon fang!
Going in!
It's weakened.
This ends now!
Water, hear my call.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Dance in the wind. Here I go.
The enemy's on the rope.
We've got him where we want him.
It's time to end this battle.
Go.
One keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you! Rising rocket! Try this!
That move.
Explosive! Here comes a big one!
Sealed. Look sharp. More for the shot. Think again. I'll heal you all.
Mine!
More with that healing circle. If it's in the sky, it's mine.
Look sharp!
Where are you going? Hurricane. I'm ready. A whirling struggle.
Denied!
Winds of heaven.
Anything in normal.
You picked the wrong fight!
Cyclone. Magic is there.
I can carve through armor!
How about that? One more. You're
meteor.
mine.
Here I come!
Raging
I don't feel so hot.
You should sit this one out then.
And miss all the fun. No way.
Now or never.
Got him.
energy. Full throttle.
That wasn't too bad. A little bit annoying, but not too bad. What else you got?
Now it's just her! Faria, can you hear me? Faria!
She's preparing another summoning.
The art she's casting is way too powerful to control. At this rate, her body won't be able to take much more.
Dohalim!
Oh!
Forgive me.
Oh!
Man, I thought we were goners.
Everything okay?
Yes. She's only unconscious.
Not her. I meant you.
Shion, please. Can you treat her?
I can try, but I can't promise she'll be back to her real self when she wakes up. All I can do is heal her physically.
We're not even supposed to be in here. Maybe it'd be better if we moved her to somewhere a little safer. Don't you think?
In that case,
I'll take her off your hands.
you? Avakir, what are you doing here?
I was curious what you were up to, so I took the liberty of following you to find out. I overheard what you said about Tarnigan, about how he really died. I'm sorry, I had no idea.
And you believed me? What makes you so sure I wasn't lying?
I like to think I know you a little better than that, Dohalim. Give me some credit. I'll take Faria. Leave her with me. I know better than to ask what you're up to. But whatever it is, I hope it all works out.
Thank you.
He seems like a good friend.
He hasn't changed. He never was one to stand out. Instead, he was always hanging back, worrying about everyone else. As for Faria, it's always the closest to me who get hurt.
You don't seriously blame yourself for what happened to her, do you?
Somebody got to her, to strike back at me. Someone who knew me well enough to know that I'd hesitate to fight back. And the same goes for you as well. neither you nor Faria would have lost loved ones if it wasn't for me.
You're wrong. Kelzelik was the one who killed my brother, under orders from Almadria. As for Tarnagin, if it weren't for the crown contest, he'd still be alive. That and the whole damn hierarchy that makes it possible. But that's why we're fighting. To put an end to this whole messed up system that treats people as expendable.
Indeed. Ridding society of this blight is really the only way I know how to atone for my sins.
You can't atone, Dohalim. I know it hurts to hear, but those people are dead. No amount of soul-searching or trying to make amends is going to change that. Forgiveness, acceptance, those ships have sailed.
So I just forget the harm I caused?
No, the opposite, in fact. You remember. You never forget. You keep it in your heart always. And then you go on living. Not for those already passed, but for those still alive.
For those still alive.
Kisara's right. So long as we've still got breath in our bodies, we can make a difference in the lives of others. Lives being the operative word.
That's what living's all about. Being able to still make a difference. Punishing yourself for the past won't make the pain of your conscience go away.
Only fixing the problem in its stead. Is that what you're saying?
That's right. You have to live for tomorrow, Dohalim, not for yesterday. And not only that, you need to live for yourself, and for the change that you still can be.
I shall try.
Don't forget, we've still got a mystery to solve. The Forbidden Zone, remember?
Shion.
Huh?
Thank you. You have my deepest gratitude for what you did for Faria.
Glad to be of service.
I'm glad we could stop Faria without hurting her.
You all did much for her as well. I'm most grateful.
Oh, shucks. We're on the same team, right?
Do you think Faria was really being controlled by someone?
Certainly seemed that way. The question is, who? The Red Woman?
The same person who's behind all of this, I'll bet. Whoever that is.
Brainwashed or otherwise, the feelings of resentment she holds towards me are real.
Someone used her because they knew we'd hold back. If that's not playing dirty, I don't know what is.
It does tell us one thing at least. Someone here in Lenegis is watching us. Someone who means us harm.
There's no question. That attack was meant for us alone.
By someone capable of getting inside a person and manipulating them like a weapon. We need to find whoever it is, fast.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot, but I'm also like, I'm gonna wait for another big pile. But we're here in the Forbidden Zone, there's still more to go! Probably more of those fucking things. So, I will call it here, and see you guys next time.